Today's not an easy day for me. My family and I had to make the difficult decision to let our beloved dog, Bin, go to a new home. He is full of energy and love, but with our small living space, we wanted the best for him. Bin has always been more than just a pet, he's family. I'll always visit him, but this moment reminds me of what loyalty truly means. And to always remember him, I will sit down to edit a video for you about the loyalty of dogs, including stories and films about faithful dogs. When you think of the most loyal dog breeds in the world, you probably imagine something like this. But even if your dog doesn't look like that, they are still incredibly loyal. In today's story, we will meet an Akita Inu, who is the perfect example of loyalty. His name is Hachiko, and his story is so touching that it could make anyone cry. Everyone knows that dogs are our best friends. Some people believe that dogs can sense when their owner is sad or needs help. Maybe it's true because our four-legged friends have been by our side for thousands of years and have learned to understand us perfectly. Difficult to say exactly how long dogs have been domesticated, but scientists estimate that it happened around 15,000 years ago. But some researchers believe that the process started even earlier. The way the exact date isn't important here. The important thing is that over all this time, dogs have become an integral part of human society. And sometimes they even save our lives. We don't know where the Akita Inu breed originated from, but they have been in Japan for about 3,000 years. This breed was originally used for hunting large animals, but today, they are more commonly kept as pets. They're usually calm and friendly, but at the same time they are brave and independent. Also, they can be great with kids and other animals. This is the Japanese Akita Inu, which is often called the most loyal dog breed in the world. They are very smart and can easily learn up to 200 different commands. These dogs are brave and independent, but also gentle and affectionate. If you show them love and affection, they will be faithful to you until the end of their lives. In fact, there is a dog in Tokyo named Hachi, who has become famous all over the world thanks to her incredible loyalty. She is a real celebrity in Japan, and there are even monuments dedicated to her in several cities of this country. Hachiko was born on November 10th, 1924. At first he wanted to give her away to a friend, but later decided to keep the dog for himself. On December 1st, 1925, the professor went to work at the university as usual. He walked the dog out of the house before leaving, but she refused to go outside and stayed by the door. Well, the man couldn't do anything about it, so he left the house with her. At first, the Akita Inu behaved quietly, but then suddenly began to bark furiously. Although the professor tried to calm her down, nothing worked. Then he had no choice but to take her back home. Since that day, the dog didn't want to part with her master. In the morning, the professor left for work again, but this time, he returned home earlier than usual. He wanted to surprise his friend and take her for a walk in the park. When the man approached the house, he heard loud barking, thinking that someone had broken into the house. The professor quickly took out his revolver and went inside. But when he saw what was going on, he was very surprised. The dog was barking at him and wagging her tail. It turned out that she hadn't eaten her food, which was unusual for her. After that day, the dog became attached to her owner even more. She would wait for him every evening near the entrance to the house. When the professor died suddenly on May 21st, 1932, the dog refused to eat and soon died herself. An autopsy revealed that she died of a cerebral hemorrhage. Before her death, Hachiko suffered for several days, but she never left her owner's grave. Scientists suggest that the dog knew about the professor's death even before it happened, because animals are more sensitive to changes in the behavior of their owners than humans. A dog's intuition can literally save your life. These dogs are so smart that they can tell by your facial expressions and tone of voice whether you are happy or upset. Moreover, dogs can feel pain in their owners and try to alleviate it. For example, in 2018, a child was saved from drowning only because his dog barked loudly and persistently. The dog pulled the boy's mother by the leg until she noticed that her son was in danger. Dogs can even predict epileptic seizures in their owners. For example, a German shepherd named Paladin alerted his owner 30 minutes before the seizure. He whined, ran around the house, and barked. In another case, a Labrador named Gus saves his owner from a similar condition. He sits next to his owner, barks, and licks his face. Dogs are very attentive and curious, so it's important to teach your four-legged friend to be obedient. If you raise a well-behaved dog, it will bring you a lot of joy. And disobedient animals can cause a lot of trouble. We are not saying that you should suppress your pet and make it afraid of you. You just need to show that you are the leader. There are many ways to train your dog, but none of them will work if you don't use positive reinforcement. Treats, praise, and petting are the most effective ways to motivate a dog. You shouldn't yell at your dog or punish it physically. That will only make the animal afraid of you, and it will hide from you in the future. Also, don't try to train a dog when it's nervous or scared. Choose a quiet place and give the animal a command, and immediately give it a treat when it does everything right. Consistency is the key to success. Don't forget to praise it and scratch it behind the ears. But sometimes it's not enough to just play with your dog and give it treats. It also needs to be given a task. Set aside a few minutes each day to play with your dog. Play fetch, hide and seek, or tug of war. Let it chase a ball or a frisbee. If you live in an apartment, you can simply throw a toy across the room. But if you have a yard, it's best to run and play there. If you have an active dog, it may require even more exercise. Take it for a run or bike ride, or sign up for agility classes. Don't forget to check out the dog park where your furry friend can socialize with other dogs. But remember to pull your dog back if it starts to play too rough. Teach your dog basic commands like sit, stay, and come. This will help it behave well both in your home and when walking outside. Also, socialization is an important part of training. Enroll it in puppy classes where it will learn how to interact with other dogs. Don't forget to spend time with your dog every day. Even if you are busy, give it a few minutes of your time. Play with it, scratch it behind the ears, and let it know that you love it. Remember that a dog is a living being, and it needs your love and care. Don't forget about that. And now let's return to Hachiko. After the professor's death, people began to leave flowers at his grave, and soon a monument was erected to the dog. This is a bronze sculpture of an Akita Inu sitting next to a man. It is located in the town of Odiba, near Tokyo. In addition, there are 2 more monuments to the dog in the city of Adaki, in the village of Nasu. The last monument to Hachiko was opened in 2009 in the town of Odiba. It depicts the professor and his dog. Also in 2014, a film was released telling the story of this amazing dog. The movie is called Hachiko, It's Dog Story. The main role was played by Richard Sam Sincerbear. So what is the secret of such loyalty? Scientists suggest that Hachiko was simply attached to her owner. However, the bond between the professor and the dog was so strong that the woman did not want to part with him even after death. We will never know what the dog was thinking, but we can only admire her incredible loyalty. Do you know any stories of incredible dog loyalty? Be sure to share them in the comments. And that's all for today. Thank you for watching until the very end of the video. Love you, my boy.